Hello, everybody. First of all, I'm set up here at the house again because can everybody hear me okay? Can everybody hear me? Um, I'm assuming y'all can. I'm set up at the house because we got on the phone with tech support and okay, good. Everybody can hear me. We got on the phone with tech support for the internet at the office. The internet at the office works. It's not like it's out, but it's so slow. I mean, you can't do anything. I mean, it's so slow. There's just I don't know what's wrong with it. Anyway, we did some troubleshooting steps over the phone with tech support, and they couldn't figure it out. They're having to send a technician out tomorrow. So we have a technician coming out to the office tomorrow to get our internet straight. So until then, I set this up back at the house because I wanted to get this live stream done. And the reason that I'm doing it so early is because we are going trick-or-treating in a little while. It's only 4:45 over here in Louisiana. Most of you guys are an hour ahead of me. But, you know, the reason I'm making this video is mainly because of Zach's video the other night, where he praised me and all that about my weight loss. So I started thinking, and he was asking why I told him to suck it in my post. I didn't tell him to suck it. I told him, Ralph, and Gil to suck on it. That was pretty much my last shot uh at those guys, and I was done. But then I see Ralph last night he goes live. He wants to start coming back into YouTube, and it's like, dude, you're an afterthought. Leave. You left a long time ago. Half the people in the HVAC community don't even know who you are. Um so anyway, um first of all, I want to say that I really don't have an issue with Zach. I did, um, but Zach, he didn't beat on it like a dead horse, like Ralph did and like Gil did. Zach eventually let it go. So I'm really not upset with Zach. And I would be open to doing things on YouTube with Zach, again, not in a podcast way or anything, but maybe just like being a guest or something. But I just, for some reason, I always liked Zach, and me and Zach were really, really close. And I think Ralph got jealous over that. So basically what we're talking about is I made a post of a side by side of me at my biggest and then me now. And I told Shop Talk, which is Zach, TNN Services, which is Ralph, and HVAC Uncensored, which is Gil, to suck on it. Because those three gentlemen, uh, whenever Curtis wants to come on, but that's not what we're talking about today. He's more than welcome. Um, those three gentlemen accused me of scamming people. See, about 3 years ago, maybe a little longer, I created a GoFundMe. It was about 3 years ago because it's been a year since my surgery, a year and a month since my surgery. I created a GoFundMe to help me with the surgery. Well, I didn't get the surgery right away after I collected the GoFundMe because I didn't raise enough. I was going to do it in the United States, and then I decided to go to Mexico, and I decided to do it in the United States again. Well, I didn't have enough money to do it in the United States, so I needed to continue to save the money. So because I didn't do it at the time that those gentlemen thought that I should have did it, they said that I scammed everybody. Zach was on that bandwagon. Ralph and now Gil was podcasting with me all the at the time, and he was like, "Dude, forget those dudes, man. Fuck them." Gil's got a real nasty mouth, and Gil's a piece of shit too. In case you got, I mean, he's as low down as they get. And I wish I would have learned that a lot faster. But he's like, "I got your back, bro. Fuck those guys." And then not long after that, here he's with Zach doing things and this and that, and he's turned his back on me, So anyway, which Gil, so let me put you like this. When it comes to, so here's the story. I created this GoFundMe. I raised $6,500, which I did not collect all of that. GoFundMe took a good piece out. I think I cleared like 5,800 and some change. And yeah, it's been 13 months since my surgery. So So as Zack and I grew closer and we did the Cowboys of HVAC and all that, I think Ralph got jealous because I had been to Ralph's house. Ralph had been to my house, and um, I me and Ralph weren't talking as much. Um, and I had kind of, he said I was ignoring his phone calls and stuff. I mean, he got butthurt like a teenage kid, and it was a little ridiculous, to be honest with you. But he got butthurt over that, and him and Zack teamed up, and they were doing the Working Joes, which ended up turning into what is now HVAC Shop Talk. And Ralph got out the field, and now he works for Ferguson, and and so they would do a live stream every week on Sundays, I believe. And at the end of every live stream, Zack would allow Ralph to do what was called a Ralph rant, meaning he would allow Ralph to rant pretty much on me, about how I scammed people. It was basically a Ralph ranting about me scamming people, just in a different way every week, which I didn't scam anybody, obviously. I mean, the money went somewhere, just like I told everybody where it was going. And so I don't know if the comments are frozen or if nobody's just commenting or what, but so anyway, well, eventually Ralph gets out the picture. He starts ranting, and then boom, Ralph's gone. Zack's by himself. And I don't know what happened to Zack, but when he getting rid of Ralph was the best thing he ever did. Zack looked like he's changed his life, and he's a very God-fearing man, as am I. Not as much as Zack is, but again, Zack didn't beat the dead horse like Gil and Ralph did. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why can you forgive Zack but not Ralph and Gil? I'm about to explain that. Here's why. So, here's why I can forgive Zack. Again, because Zack didn't beat the dead horse, okay? He eventually let it go. Well, thank you for that comment. Again, the money went somewhere. Look, and this is where it went right here. Just like I said. So Zack ends up, letting it go. He stops talking about it. Everything's groovy. Here's why I cannot forgive Ralph and Gil. By the way, I do business with Ferguson now. I've become a day and night dealer. Ferguson's about to put a store here in Lafayette in the next 6 to 12 months. They have one in Baton Rouge, which is only 45 minutes away from me. And I recently signed up as a day and night dealer, and they sell Mitsubishi, and Ralph works for Ferguson. So I'm hoping Ralph will make his way down here for one of his little training classes. But I ain't going over there to train for Mitsubishi, if you catch my drift. But anyway, this is why I can't forgive Gil and Ralph. Gil and Ralph decide to go on Gil's YouTube channel one night. This was probably almost 2 years ago. If it wasn't. Probably 2 years ago. Damn, time flies. And they proceed to make a video. Supposedly Ralph had talked to somebody in my family, which, did he? I don't know. But he made up all kind of shit about my father hated me, and I stole from my father and my stepmother I somehow stole money from them to pay some bills, which was completely untrue. And that we stole from my mother-in-law. We stole my mother-in-law's checkbook and wrote some hot checks. Okay, first of all, that is hilarious to me because if you guys knew my mother-in-law, you'd know there's no way anybody's getting her checkbook. Okay, that ain't happening. And you guys can see I can't take the smile off my face and I can't stop laughing because y'all don't know my mother-in-law. Okay, y'all have no clue. No clue. I know my mother-in-law. Ain't nobody getting to her checkbook. Okay. So that's hilarious to me. So it was, I had stole money from my father and my stepmother, which that doesn't happen either because my dad is, very tight with his money. And my stepmother is, she keeps an eye on all that too. Nothing was stolen from them. And, anyway, and then the mother-in-law thing, that's hilarious to me because that would never happen. First of all, we would never attempt it. Second of all, even if the thought crossed my wife and I's mind to steal money from her, especially a check, we couldn't do it. There's just no way that it could happen because y'all don't know, or we do, it's just not going to happen. Okay. So, what else did they say in that video? Oh, they said my wife was on drugs and, that we had used the money from the GoFundMe to buy vehicles and all kind of, first of all, you're not buying vehicles with $5,800 because remember, that's all I cleared after GoFundMe's fee. If you're buying vehicles, plural, with $5,800, the vehicles you're buying are not much. They're pretty much a piece of shit. So, but not only that, we bought vehicles and we bought iPhones. Again, I'm emphasizing the plural here because supposedly we went and bought all kind of stuff with $5,800. Now, look, $5,800 is not a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's not enough money to go do the stuff that they said that we were going to do. So that's a lot of stuff that we supposedly did with very little money. So no vehicle was bought, no vehicle was bought with that money. No iPhone or iPhones were bought with that money. So, it was the point that they made a video and they just said that my family hated me. My own family hated me, that my father hated me because I stole from them. My mother-in-law hated us because we stole from her. Well, obviously none of that's true because I'm helping my father because my father's not well right now with his heart. I mean, his heart's okay, but he's just not well. I mean, he's not able to do the things that he used to be able to do. And I'm helping him with his work because he can't do it. So yeah, my father hates me. I'm just going down there and helping him with his work, so that he can rest, but he hates me. Yeah. So, my mother-in-law, she keeps our kids at least one weekend out of the month to give us a break. We go over there on Sundays to pick them up. We have dinner with her or a late lunch. We visit, we laugh, we talk, but she hates me and my wife, but she just lets us come over there and shoot the breeze with her and have dinner. She watches our kids to give us a break, but she hates us. Remember, she hates us. And like I said, my stepmother and my dad have been paying me to come down there, or up there, I should say, to do the work that my dad is not able to do right now. But they hate us. My dad hates me and my wife and my stepmother. They hate our guts. But we're just over there, doing all this work. And not only that, we go visit with them, every so often on a Sunday or a Saturday, or they come here and we cook and we talk and we have a good time visiting with our father, who's, getting up in age, and, but he hates me. He hates me because I stole from them, So, I mean, put two and two together. Ralph said all this stuff. That's a good comment right there, Scott. If I could do all that stuff with $5,800, maybe I should be running this country, because according to Ralph and Gil, I did a lot of shit with $5,800. If you could stretch $5,800 and do everything they said I did, maybe I should be running this country. But anyway, so for people that they said hate our guts because we stole from them, we sure spent a lot of time with those people. So put two and two together. Okay. Now let's keep in mind, ever since I got the surgery and slimmed down, we have not heard one word out of Ralph. Ralph did a live stream last night, I think, or night before. He didn't say one word about me. Not one. And I know he saw that post. Cavey refuses to talk about me because he doesn't know what to say. Ralph won't talk because they don't know what to say. What can they say? Their video was a complete lie. The only one that has acknowledged me is Zack Psioda from Shop Talk. And Zack, I want you to know, I'm sorry that I tagged you in the post about suck on it, but it was my last. But you're not innocent either, Zack. So you didn't do as much, but you still did a lot too, talking about me. You made a video about me that you played, and so you're not innocent either. But I'm still, I'm not even mad at you. I'm really not. But that is why I tagged you in the post, because you're not innocent in all this. But I still I still don't really, I'm not upset with you. I'm really not. And I appreciate what you said about me on your video the other night, when you uploaded it. So anyway, so that's why I can forgive Zack, and I could see myself having a friendly YouTube relationship with Zack, but never again with Ralph or Gil. I just find it so funny that they hammered me and hammered me and hammered me, and now nothing. They say nothing. Gil does all these live streams, which he has no views. I don't know how his podcast is making it. He must be getting downloads on the audio podcast, because his YouTube channel is shit, and he has no views when he does a live stream or uploads a video. But he refuses to speak about me because he has nothing to say. What can he say? Thank you, JJ. I appreciate that. I mean, what can they say now? That's the thing. And I find it cracks me up, because there's nothing that they can say. Ralph could have had all the opportunity in the world last night in his little camper that he lives in, to speak his mind or say whatever he wanted to say about me. Nothing. He said nothing. So, Zack, if you're watching, thank you for the kind words again. I truly appreciate it. I am keeping the weight off, and I plan to keep it off. So, um, Ralph and Gil, I don't know if Gil's watching, but I'm pretty. I would say Ralph is. Ralph, I do business with Ferguson now. I'm a day and night dealer, and I hope you come on down to Louisiana and put on a class, man. Real soon. Real soon. I'll be there. You come to Louisiana and put on a class, a Mitsubishi class. I'm coming to see you, brother. I will come see you. Yeah, Sam, that was a long time ago. I mean, Ralph hasn't been on Zack's channel in at least a year, I would think. Right, like right when I had surgery or right after I had surgery. It's been a while. So, no, not true. I haven't seen Ralph on Zack's channel this summer. Okay, he was on there this summer. I think I saw that video. I don't remember him saying anything about me. I'm pretty sure. I think I know what video you're talking about. But still, you can sit here and take up for him all you want. I don't give a shit. The fact is that him and Gil. Oh, Spec, he just put out a video last night, I think, or night before. Wait, what's today? Today's Monday. I believe it was yesterday, about how he wants to train people on Mitsubishi now and on YouTube. It's like, dude, you're an afterthought. You're gone. Like you've been gone so long. A lot of people don't even know who the hell he is. I've had people in this chat today ask me who Ralph is. So, dude, you're done, man. Nobody gives a shit about you anymore. Just like nobody gives a shit about Gil. The only one that out of those three that does good is Zack. And that's because Zack is good at what he does. He's very good at producing content and editing videos and stuff. No, they're not from Louisiana. So, anyway, that's really all I had to say. I wanted to get this done. But yes, I did a GoFundMe. I had the weight loss surgery. Not in the timely manner that those guys wanted me to, but I did it. And I'm good with Zack. I don't have any hard feelings against him because I'm at the point, to where I'm tired of talking about this. I haven't talked about this in a really long time. So I thought I would do it one last time. Yes, Spec. He put out a video last night, I think, of him sitting in his little camper talking on a microphone. It's called something about Mitsubishi mini splits. Do they work? Or some crap like that. So, anyway, I want this to be the last time that I speak about this topic because I proved myself. Yes, I raised money on GoFundMe. I didn't scam anybody. I did not get the surgery done. Yeah, the proof is in my appearance. I mean, I didn't scam anybody. I didn't have the surgery fast enough for those guys. So they said that I scammed everybody. So yeah, I want this to really be the last time that I discuss it. And, Zack, if you want to do some content together, If you don't, that's fine. I'm not going to be upset. But if you decide that you do want to have me on as a guest or something to shoot the breeze and clear the air or talk about it or whatever, I'm not hard to get a hold of. My email address is all over my channel. It's all over. I even have a Google phone number that can be texted. Shit, I'll put it both up there right now. That's the email address, and that's the phone number that I can be reached on, text or whatever. So if you're interested in clearing the air about this topic or doing anything else together, it's fine with me. If not, that's fine with me too. If you don't want to, I don't, it is what it is. But I am man enough to admit that and to say that I'm not upset with you. And I've always liked you. We were very close friends. And, we're good. I appreciate what you said about me the other night on your video. I really do. And we're good, man. But with Ralph and Gil, I'll never be good with those guys. There's just, God says you have to forgive, and maybe one day I'll forgive them, but I'll never forget what they did. So anyway, they said a lot of bad things about me. The things you said, Zach, were not nearly as bad. But when they did that video together, it was really bad. And I'll never forget that. Person doesn't forget stuff like that. So anyway, that's it. I'm done. That's all I wanted to say. And I hope that we don't ever have to discuss this topic again. And we can just move on. I do have a video that I will be uploading later on this evening. Maybe it depends on what time I get done trick-or-treating with the kids. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys on this one. I just thought I should put my 2 cents in and speak my mind one last time about this story, because obviously I did something, I don't weigh 400 pounds anymore. Gil and Ralph are true Americans making the HVAC trade great again. Dude, you're an idiot, East Coast. Go suck their cocks. You're an idiot. Neither one of them are great Americans or are great anything at HVAC. So anyway, yeah, that's it. I'm done. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I do, man. I do. Joe's been around for this whole thing too. Joe Shear here in the chat. He's seen all this stuff go on. He knows exactly everything I'm talking about. Joe has been around for, and that was another thing I wanted to say. Let me say this real quick before I go. When I was a big guy, it's like nobody cared. But after I raised the money to get the surgery and I didn't get it done fast enough, they started making fun of my weight and started calling it the cheeseburger fun. And, they would, every time I would get online, they'd say, hey, did you get you a cheeseburger today or this or that? So, which I found it kind of funny, but it's like, okay, so back then when we were all friends, and I was big, were y'all talking about me behind my back? And then after I raised the money, then you guys publicly start coming out and calling me fat and calling me cheeseburger fun and cheeseburger man and go get another cheeseburger and this and that. So it's like, okay, how did you guys really feel about me all along? Because the minute I raised the money and didn't get the surgery at your convenience, then you start making fun of my weight. Look, let me tell you something. I've been fat and I've been skinny. Skinny's definitely better. Okay. Being slim and healthy is definitely better because that's where I'm at right now. I don't ever want to go back to where I was at. But I would never, ever treat somebody the way that they treated me and talked about my weight. You treat me with respect, I treat you with respect. I don't care if you're fat, if you're skinny, if you're black, white, Mexican, Asian. I don't care. You treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. I would never make fun of somebody for being overweight because I've been overweight and I'm no longer overweight and I don't ever want to be overweight again. But still, I would never do what they did. And again, if you treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. I don't care if you're black, white, Asian, Mexican, what you are, fat, skinny, medium. I don't care. You treat me with respect, I'll treat you with respect. I don't care what your own auticity is, what your size is, or none of that. So it just goes to show, how did they really feel? There's some other people that were involved in this too, but you guys would have no idea who they are because they're nobodies. So I'm not even going to talk about them. They're not even around anymore. I don't even see them comment on Zack's channel anymore. Like, they're gone. So, and you guys would have no clue who they were. Some of you would, like Joe Shear would know. I'm done with Isaiah, man. Isaiah, he's a joke. So I don't even want to talk about that kid. You know, I used to love that kid to death, man. I really did. Tried so hard with that kid, but I'm done with him, man. He's just the sex change he wants to do, and all he does is play video games. You know, he's got potential just because he's autistic, and he's high functioning. He can speak, he can move. You know, he can do things. My son is not high functioning. He is nonverbal, and is very, very autistic. He can't talk. He doesn't have good motor skills. None of that. You know, my son doesn't know any better, but Zaya does know better, and he just chooses to act like an idiot. So anyway, John HVAC's been around for the whole thing. Joe Shear's been around for the whole thing. There might be a couple other people. I think KC's been around for pretty much this whole thing with me. But look, guys, I got to get ready to go trick or treating. It's almost getting to be that time where trick or treating is going to start. But I just wanted to get on here and talk about this one last time. And yeah, Zaya's the one that got me signed up with Day and Night. It's all because of him. Anyway, so I just wanted to get on here and talk about this one last time. And I really hope I don't ever have to do it again. So, guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go take my kids trick-or-treating, go have some fun with them. But that's it. You know, I've said everything, and I've proved everything that I have to prove, just like I said in the very beginning. But nobody wanted to listen to me. So here I am, though. 230 pounds lighter. My GoFundMe scammed nobody. Just like I told y'all, it scammed nobody. 230 pounds lighter later is the proof. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one.